Hey guys, so I'm here to do a book review and I'm so excited to do this. I am actually going to be writing a book review on my blog as soon as I'm done with this, so you can go over there and check out like my full written review of this book. I will leave the link down in the description below, but I am so excited to do this review. I actually read this book in like 2 days. I believe so far this has been my favorite book of 2015, which is very weird when I've read a lot of books and none of them really stand out to me all that much, other than this one. And it's a nonfiction book, which is even weirder because I read a lot of nonfiction, but I don't love a lot of nonfiction. I just like reading it because I like learning and I like knowing about other situations and things like that. Because the majority of the nonfiction that I read are biographies, and this is not that. So, the book that I'm going to review today is This Book is Gay by James Dawson. The foreword the introduction is by David Levithan. I adored this book. I gave this book a 5 out of 5 stars. Like I said, it was literally one of the best books that I've read this year. I love this book. I cannot wait to own this because I will literally read this anytime that I have a chance because it is that good. I didn't think it was going to be that good, especially when I've read a lot of other gay nonfiction about gay issues, and it's just been so boring and monotone and just not interesting. And this one is. This book is a YA nonfiction. It has a lot of different things within it. It is like somewhat bigger of a font. It's not that small, and if you can see, it's kind of different paragraphs. It's not all written as one big long huge thing. And then it does have some little drawings throughout. Like they always have a drawing at the beginning of chapters. They have some tables and just fun stuff within it, which makes it just even that more enjoyable. One of the biggest things that I loved about this book, I haven't even gotten into the actual like book yet. Like I said, since this is a gay book, it does hit the serious notes. It does have all the nitty-gritty and the seriousness of these issues because it has so many issues in here, to coming out, to stereotypes, to biology, to HIV and AIDS, to sex. It talks about gay sex in here because basically if you go to any school ever and they have sex ed, but it is always heterosexual. I have not heard of any single school ever that talks about gay sex. Not saying that every school should, but it should be in there somehow because a lot of people come out during high school and middle school, and so they should know this stuff too. But it's kind of a running joke within this book how when all of us gay people go and recruit all of these straight people to be gay, that we hand out a manual. That's how bad haters think this is. But we hand out a manual, and this is basically that manual. So yes, it does have all of those serious subjects, and it hits on them, and it tells you exactly what it is and how it is without kind of walking around the subject. And it's also funny, which is awesome. It's not one of those stupid, monotone, this is what it is, done type of books. One of the biggest things that I brought out of this book is to laugh at yourself, which I always have and I will always do. But I know I'm gay. I understand that. I can laugh at myself about it. Sarah is extremely butch, and you can tell that she is gay just by looking at her. And so it's funny just to make some jokes like that. This book just takes it to another level. It takes the seriousness of the situation and turns it around to say, you know what, this is what's really going on, but it's not that bad. I loved this book. His writing is absolutely phenomenal. I feel like there was not a moment in here where I was made to feel stupid or I was made to feel that this was written for someone older or younger than me. I felt just right reading this book. I feel like this is a book that anybody could read because of his writing. There's a lot of books like this that kind of make me feel stupid because they're written so that like uppity, I guess you could call it, and they have really big words, and there's like a lot of things in there that I don't know about and stuff, and so just makes me feel like I'm stupid, that I don't really know what I'm talking about. But this does not. This, the entire time I was reading this, I kept telling my Sarah that I loved this book so much. I loved this book so much. It's just one of those things that I think every gay person, every person that's questioning, every person that just wants to know about it should read this book. 100, 1,000,000,000%. Because, yeah, I won't be like super egotastic, but yes, I know a lot about gay stuff. I've gone through it, I've witnessed it, or I've read about it, or I have seen it, or whatnot. I know a lot about gay stuff. It's been in my life since I came out. It's kind of like I came out of the closet and then was just immersed in this gay culture, and I have been for years. So yes, like I said, I do know a lot about gay stuff, and so a lot of the stuff in here was not new to me, but I saw a new concept of some of the things. I saw another side to some of the things, which was really interesting. There was even a part in here, obviously there are a lot of different views out there, and there is right here. This was one of the things that kind of stuck out to me. It has a whole bunch of different tables, and it says, like, all of these countries right here are countries where neither men nor women can have same-sex sex. Let's see. This little box here, all of those countries are countries which apply the death penalty for same-sex couples. So it's just information that kind of just hits you in the face, and that is kind of scary to see on paper. But it's such a good book to read and realize and understand and fully take in that it's like, yeah, we have come a long way. We have made a lot of strides towards this gay stuff, that we can now get married everywhere in the United States. We can even get married in different countries. And that even though, yes, there still are people that bully us, and there still are people that give us weird looks, that a majority of the people don't. So yes, we have come a long way since this first started. But there is still a long way to go. It seems like after this whole gay thing, or gay marriage, stopped and now it's legal everywhere, everyone thinks that that was the big issue. And it was a huge issue. But we are still today getting killed and being bullied all the way to suicide just because we're different. And it's not right. It's not. A lot of these things get discussed in this book. And it's just, it's one of those books that it'll make you laugh. It'll make you wonder. It'll make you question. It will make you fully see the full weight of what all of this stuff is and what all of this stuff means and everything. It is such a good book, and you come out of it feeling empowered and so happy to be part of this community that is so loving. Everyone thinks that we're such horrible people, but it's not. Every gay person loves everyone, no matter what. Even the bigots. We hope that they fully realize what they're saying and what they're doing and how they're treating people. Like I said, if you are part of the gay movement, if you are gay, lesbian, bisexual, whatever, or if you're questioning and you don't really know what you are, or if you are straight ally and you just want to read a book to kind of brush up on your knowledge, or if you're not really a straight ally, but you're kind of seeing your ways and how bigoted you are, and you kind of just want to know, read this book. It took me about 2 days to get through. It is not that hard to read. Read this book. This book can probably help millions and millions of people out there. James Dawson, I give it up to you. You put out a wonderful book, and I cannot wait to get my hands on this book and own it. And I will definitely be trying to buy as many as I can to put in my pride space, because everyone needs to read this book. I gave this book 5 out of 5 stars. Read this book. It will change your world. If you have any questions, comments, or anything, leave them down there in those comments for me. And if you want to know anything else about this book, or if you want to know anything that might be in this and maybe you don't want to read the book but you want some help on a subject, ask me. Whether you message me, whether you put it down below, whether you find me on Facebook or Goodreads, I'll help you out. So, yeah. If you have any other books, like gay books like this that I might possibly like, leave some suggestions below as well, and I'll definitely go and check them out. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.